Here we are at Homedale Park for the start of the Girls Meet of Champions race. We will refer to it as the MOC. We'll tell you who the people are, what color they're wearing, and what are their best times as we get out on the course. The team favorites are number 1 ranked Rumson, a Group 2 school, number 2 Hillsborough, a Group 4 school, and number 3 Voorhees, a Group 2 school. Group 4 is the largest with Group 1 the smallest. It is rare to have 2 Group 2 schools in the top 3 favorites at the MOC. Hillsborough has won the last 2 MOC titles, and Voorhees is the defending Northeast Regional Champion from last year with everyone back. For those unfamiliar with the course, it starts by running uphill for 350 meters where it gets steeper for another 100 meters as it enters the woods. It flattens for about 100 meters and then goes through 3 roller coasters which are short down and up hills before coming back out of the woods at just short of 1,000 meters, about 1,200 meters. It is important that the runners don't run the first uphill too fast or they will never recover for the bowl, the steep hill just after 1.5 miles. We'll have a camera there. So here they come, up the hill, hitting the steep part of the hill, and they're still a very, very big pack. Okay, we're hitting the first roller coaster. Mackenzie Barry on the left from Mendham is the early leader. She's the Group 3 champion from Mendham, 1838 best, right on her back. To the right is Holly Bishop of Bishop Eustace, the non-public aid champion. Last year, she ran an 1809, and she's the number 2 returnee. We've gone out of the woods. We're about 1,200 meters. Heading away from the woods, it's Mackenzie Barry from Mendham with the lead. Holly Bishop second, and on the right in the orange is Megan Lacey. She has the fastest time this year, 18:19. She also ran 17:55 last year, but she's been hurt. She's had a groin problem. So how did these people get here? To get here, each runner had to finish in the top 10 of the group race, be a member of one of the top 3 teams in the group, be one of the next 2 fastest teams of all groups that did not place in the top 3 of a group, or be one of the 10 fastest finishers that are not included in this. We're heading to the back road out of the course. We're about, maybe around 1,400 meters. Megan Lacey in the orange is leading. On the left is Mackenzie Barry of Mendham. On the right is Marissa Ruskin, a first-year cross-country runner from Bridgewater Raritan. She was a soccer player until this year, Group 4 runner-up, best of 1834. And that's Ariana North in the red and black on the left. Ariana North is the Group 3 runner-up from Northern Highlands with a best of 1847. We're going to catch them next as they head towards the bowl, downhill towards the mile mark. And it looks like Ariana North is on Mackenzie Barry's shoulder, with Megan Lacey running 3rd right now. Looks like a big pack. We have a pack of around 8 or 9 girls. And as they head to the mile here, we'll give you the mile split. At the mile, 6:05. That's about 18 flat pace, which is very fast since the fastest time this year is 18:19, and that's the only girl that's gone under 18:30. From the right, you got Ruskin, Barry, Dana Giordano, and the red and white has moved up near the front. She's from Bernard. She has a best of 18:32. She's the Group 2 champion. She also ran 10:29 to win the Meet a Champion 3,200 meter last spring. As you can see, the rest of them coming through the mile mark. It's a very, very fast pace so far. 6:05 with 8 or 9 girls within 5 seconds. We're headed towards the bowl now. The long flat straightaway towards the bowl. Megan Lacey on your left in the orange. That's Ariana North in the red and black in the middle and the front. Mackenzie Barry still leading on the right. You can see in the back for the first time Caroline Kellner, West Windsor, Plainsboro South. She ran 18:09 last year for 3rd. She is the 2nd fastest returner from last year. People in the way, but we got them out of the way now. So on the right, it's Barry, North, and Lacey across the front. Giordano in the tall red. As you can see, the chase pack, they try to stay close and catch anybody that falls backwards. The next shot we have will be down at the bottom of the bowl before we hit the steep uphill. Here we are at the bottom of the bowl. Lacey has taken a small surge lead. Dana Giordano has come out of the pack to try to cover this move. So it's Lacey Giordano. Kristen Schraub of Eastern Christian has moved into that front group there. She is the non-public B champion. That is kind of a surprise because she has a best of only 18:52 this year at Homedale Park. So Lacey has the lead and Holly Bischoff surges past to take the lead. So it's Bischoff. Looks like Barry's going by. We have Lacey, Schraub on the right, Giordano, and that's Ruskin to the left. North falling back a little bit. Look at their faces. You can see how hard they're working. So it's Bischoff up the hill first, Barry, Schraub. Ruskin cuts off Giordano, and Lacey is going backwards. And that's North, Kellner, and Kelly Jankowitz of Hillsborough shows her face for the first time. They're going down the roller coaster just before they hit the stretch to hit the 2 miles. So it's been about 200 meters since the top of the hill. We'll see who is leading as they come up this little climb. Oftentimes there's some big surges that happen right after the bowl. And it is Holly Bischoff still at the lead. Like I said, she's a non-public A champ, and the fastest returner from the Meet of Champions last year, Mackenzie Barry, still holding second. Kristen Schraub still third. The chase pack behind. Giordano, Ruskin, Lacey, North. Tara Hanley in the back from Chatham. We haven't talked about her. She's a Group 2 runner-up with a best of 18:34. And Kellner and Jankowitz. We're at the 2 mile mark. 12 flat for 2 miles. It's still Bischoff, Barry, and Schraub. This stretch here has a little uphill, a little slight rise, and then a downhill. Again, a slight downhill, and then they take a left and head towards the tennis courts. When they take that left, they have about 1,400 meters left. So it's Bischoff and Barry chasing. Schraub still in third. We're behind the tennis court, and that's Bischoff going by. That's Mackenzie Barry still in second. We're going to get this straight away from the tennis court to as they enter the woods. Bischoff still leading, Barry still second. Schraub still third, but she has company. That's Caroline Kellner in the yellow of West Windsor Plainsboro South, who has made a big move. She's the second returnee from last year. She was third in the race, and Kellner is moving into third. She's made a big move since the 2 mile mark. Giordano, Ruskin, Jankowitz, North, Lacey, and Tara Hanley. Samantha Jones, oh no, that's Rachel Christ from Rumson. Megan Malloy from Haddonfield. Colette Richter from Mountain Lakes with Sparta. Claudia DeSoma right behind her. That was Brianna Fierce to Point Beach. And that's Nisa Cecita from Voorhees. We're heading away from the road, 800 meters to go. They won't see any spectators again until they come out of the woods at the finish. It is now Bischoff still leading. Caroline Kellner really moving, has moved into second now. Mackenzie Barry third. Kristen Schraub, Dana Giordano. Ariana North, oh, there's Ruskin, that's Kelly, that's Lacey, and that is Tara Hanley. Rachel Christ. Megan Malloy behind her. Colette Richter of Mountain Lakes behind her, right next to Claudia DeSoma of Sparta. Alright, they're coming out of the woods now. It looks like Holly Bischoff is going to pull up the upset. We haven't heard from her all year, only 18:47 best this year, but she's moving. And that's Caroline Kellner in second, their top 2 returners from last year. Bischoff coming to the finish here. She's going to finish just past the camera in 18:13. Caroline Kellner coming to the finish from West Plains South, 18:20. Mackenzie Barry is second behind her. That's Ruskin, Traub, Giordano. Lacey has come back over the last 1200. Ariana North. Rachel Christ has caught Kelly Jankowicz from Hillsborough. That's key points in the score. All right, so let's talk about it. Holly Bischoff was the winner at 18:13. Caroline Kellner, 18:20. Mackenzie Barry, 18:21. Fourth, Marissa Ruskin, 18:23. Fifth, Kristen Traub, Eastern Christian, 18:25. Fantastic race for her. Dana Giordano, sixth, 18:26. Megan Lacey, 18:30. Ariana North, 18:32. Rachel Christ, 18:35. And Kelly Jankowicz, 18:35. And the team, let's go through the team results. The team results: Rumson Fairhaven 126, Hillsborough 142, Mount St. Dominic tied 142, but Hillsborough 6th was finished ahead. Randolph was 4th, and Voorhees was 5th. You can see the last of the girls coming in. Well, actually not last, these are all girls that are flying. This is all people who are running under 20 flat. And look at the crowds. 20 flat used to be a time that was great. And you can see now there's just millions of them. These people right here in the picture are 1950 finishers, and now we're back to around the first 20 flat people. And they're just packed in. Kicking hard. This is their very last race of the year for many of the people. There were 6 group races for each gender, 1 through 4, and non-public A and B, with A, B being the larger schools. There will be about 175 to 180 girls in this race. For those unfamiliar with the course, it starts by running uphill for 350 meters, where it gets steeper for another 100 meters as it enters the woods. It flattens for about 100 meters and then goes through 3 roller coasters, which are short down and up hills, before coming back out of the woods at just short of 1,000 meters. It is important that the runners don't run the first uphill too fast, or they will never recover for the bowl, the steep hill just after 1 miles. We'll have a camera there. Okay.